hitting her corners, placing the ball perfectly.
Shatara Davis will lead it off here in the top of the 6th for the Wildcats. An at-large bid out of the MEAC. Won their first ever regional game, won their first ever regional championship, knocking off the Florida Gators, knocking off twice South Florida. And Laura Watton said it has been destiny. Her home is Arlington, Texas. She's a graduate of University of Texas at Arlington. Her folks live in Dallas. And when she heard she was going to Texas, she said, there is no regional. I'd rather be even facing Kat Osterman.
She loves, this is her hometown. She's close to home. And she gets to show what she's created in the Wildcats.
Kat Osterman creating a lot of strikeouts for the Wildcats as she gets her 12th victim, and Shatara Davis goes down swinging. Melanie Johnson, the number 9 hitter, will try to spark the offense. And we talked about Johnson being the speedster in the number 9 spot, hitting at a .354 clip. They've timed Johnson from home to first, and they say it's 2.5 seconds to get up the line. That's Natasha Watley's speed.
That's tough to defend. I don't know if I can get down the line that fast, but 2.5, that gives the defenders no time to hesitate.
Johnson goes after a high offering. Osterman ahead 0-2. Johnson comes from a family all who graduated from Florida A&M. And she said, you know, even though I grew up in Tallahassee, I'm going to Bethune-Cookman.
And if you get a player like that, Coach Wannen wants those girls that want to be there. And if you get a player like Johnson who's ready just to come there and give it all she's got, that's what you want.
The only Florida player on the team, 10 Californians, this from a school in Daytona Beach with just 2,500 students. Count stays at 1-2. And Watton said it started with one California kid who told another, who told another. And soon, don't you know it, I've got a whole roster full of Californians, and the lone Floridian, the batter, Melanie Johnson. And she went. Fourteenth strikeout now for Kat Osterman. Just one below her average. How many Ks do you think they come to with the game? They got a whole 21 maybe? 11 plus strikeouts in every start this season. Tonight we're up to 14. Amber Jackson, top of the order. She's been a strikeout victim 2 times at the hands of Osterman. And this is the MEAC Player of the Year.
And yesterday I got the chance to talk to Amber Jackson, and a really, really sweet girl. She just loves the challenge. She likes to put her mind to anything.
She went 3 for 4 in the NCAA tournament win against Florida and was named All-Region for Laura Watton's squad. But perhaps for you to talk to her is the best of making the Super Regionals, because she said you're her hero.
She's my hero. Making that play, that last inning, that's amazing. She made lots of great plays today, standing up, not even diving.
Jackson, a 2-1 count. And she is making Kat Osterman work this time. Foul ball, 2-2. And Laura Watton told us that part of Jackson's forte is being able to relax. When she's relaxed in the batter's box, she's most effective. And perhaps that's what Watton alluded to when she got on the headsets and said our team just needs to calm down.
And that's the case with most players. When you're not thinking and you're just in there just reacting, that's when you're at your best.
Connie Clark, a former pitcher at Cal State Fullerton, then had been the pitching coach at Florida State. 10 years ago, she started this program at Texas. And 10 years later, she's hoping to win her first national championship behind an Olympic pitcher.
It's crazy to think how young this program is and how much success they've gotten over the past couple of years.
3-2 count, 2 outs. Got her! The 15th strikeout for Kat Osterman. And Texas hoping to spark their bets as we move to the bottom of the 6th. Scoreless on 4 hits as we move to the bottom of the 6th here in Austin, Texas. Well, the Division I Men's Lacrosse Championships moves to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania this year. ESPN2 will kick off the coverage with the national semifinals tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. For a preview of the 2005 NCAA Lacrosse Championship, visit ncaasports.com, the official online home for all 88 NCAA championships. Tina Boutel will lead things off for the Longhorns. She is 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the first inning, got the single in the 4th. And this, I would think, Natasha Watley, is who you went up, your 2, 3, and 4 hitters. 2 of them having 2 of the team's 3 hits for the Longhorns.
Well, going late into these late innings, that's definitely who you want up to the plate right now.
And the pop-up to center field. Melanie Johnson under it and gloves it for out number 1. One thing you notice about the Longhorns, if McCoy throws a good offering on the first pitch, they're going for it.
And that just shows how aggressive this Longhorn team is. They don't want to take any chances. They don't want to sit back on any pitches and let any good pitches go by.
Ches Sievers, 0 for 2 on the day. And Ches was the one who told us before the game about this team's patience and about her really taking the time to relax, sit back a little bit, modify her swing, and explode. She did it right there.
And that's when good hitting comes, is when you're the patient, you're doing as less as possible, you're seeing the ball good, and all you want to think about is putting the ball in play.
Just 3 hits for the Texas Longhorns. Lauren McCoy, who came in with a record of 20-12, 127 strikeouts, has held the Longhorns scoreless so far. She pitched all of the regional games for Bethune-Cookman. And she has taken the lead here in Austin, Texas. Inside.
And McCoy says she's ready to go all games if she needs to.
the Longhorns. The offense has been their Achilles heel. Can they get it done? Severs takes the one. So Severs is a one-out base runner, and that will bring up Desiree Williams. The freshman comes in with a .271 average. And her 17 RBIs is second on the team. Has 5 home runs this year. 1/3 of the team's long balls. Shot to second. Bowser goes to second for one. Throw to first, not in time.
It's a good play by Bowser trying to get the lead runner on that play. Not often, like I mentioned earlier, do you see double plays in softball, but it's always important to get that first out.
So Williams now aboard at first base and 2 outs, and that will bring up Megan Willis. The catcher out of Chandler, Arizona. Williams looked like she was going to go. Did not. And that's ball one called on Megan Willis.
Looks like Williams was a little bit upset with herself after she saw Kilbert drop that ball, knowing that she could have taken that extra base.
The 1-0 pitch, and there goes Williams. This time, hit by pitch. And now they're disputing that call. And Willis is going to come back. And so is Williams. And that's going to bring Laura Watton out of the dugout. Connie Clark telling Williams to stay on second. And now they're going to have a powwow with the home plate umpire. So Smokey Eads, the home plate umpire, trying to explain the situation to Connie Clark.
I think the Wildcats are trying to argue that Willis didn't try to get out of the way of the ball. She simply stepped into the ball, turned into it, and I think that's what they're trying to claim.
So Smokey Eads brings back Desiree Williams. Williams stays on first. And Willis will stay in with a 2-0 count. And let's take a look. Did she dodge the ball?
Looks like it could go either way.
You know what? You say that, but I think softball players learn how to turn into it, and that's exactly what she did. There goes the runner, Williams. She is safe aboard second, thought about third, and is going to stay at second base for the stolen base.
And as soon as Williams sees that ball tipped off, she's got to have one step towards third, and she's got to commit. But that was a heads-up play by Williams by going back to the bag after she hesitated a little bit.
Jackson tried to apply the tag before she even had the ball. And Williams now in scoring position. A 2-1 count to Megan Willis. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. A single would score a run. And Laura Watton wants to talk things over with Lauren McCoy and company. Is this an attempt to ice Megan Willis?
Most definitely. Coach Watton wants to walk out there and calm her team down and take a little bit of the momentum off of Texas a little bit.
Trying to ice the hottest hitter for the University of Texas is Laura Watton. And Watton, 3-time MEAC Coach of the Year for the last 4 years. She has basically put the softball program on the map in Daytona Beach, Florida. A 49-17 record overall. They've won 5 of the last 6, and they're fighting for their life in the Super Regionals.
The Wildcats talk about they enjoy playing underneath Coach Watton because she's so understanding and she's able to see eye to eye with all the players and gives them a lot of motivation.
And hopefully she did just that, but Megan Willis has her own motivation. A 2-1 count, 2 outs, runner on second. And ball 3. You've got to like this position right now if you're the Texas Longhorns.
Most definitely. You score a run right now, you go back on the field and defend that run.
You make it sound so easy. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 to Megan Willis.
And who better would you want up right now instead of your senior, Winter Turner?
So after icing Willis a little bit, maybe the talk was, let's not give her anything good to hit. Let's put her on, as Bob looks on in the hopes that Winter Turner can get the clutch hit and push across the first run of the game. Turner 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out and ground out to first base. There's the shot to second. Bowser gloves it and throws it to first for out number 3. So the Wildcats get out of it, and they continue to fight for their lives. Now it's their turn to try and get some runners aboard. We're moving to the 7th.